Okay then. So let's kill some zombiesies. That's probably good enough. Let's claim ourselves this school. Sure, use extra ammo. Okay, so, guy was injured. That's alright. Injury is only a temporary problem. It's, like, way better than death. Actually, no, why don't we, scavenge in this McNoodles? Which is clearly a reference to McDonald's. But it's like a noodle shop. Not bad, Northway games. Not bad. Oh! Hey, did I get around to mentioning this? No, I don't think I did. Do I want to bet materials? I mean, they're easy to get, and if we could win... Yeah, I'm gonna do some gambling. Yay! We won! Okay, now I'm done. Didn't they just attack from there? What the hell is with all the zombies in the cemetery? Why are there zombies in a cemetery? Gee, I wonder. Okay! Okay, we finally got enough buildings, and we can now build ourselves a city hall. Let's see. Well, I'd like to build the city hall as soon as possible, so let's get our builder, Ryan Steele, who has, may I say, a fucking awesome name. And we need to find a plot suitable for us to build the town hall at. It should be someplace safe and secure. I'd put it right there at the 812, which clearly a reference to 7-Eleven. But currently we need to defend that, and so I'm thinking instead, let's set it up in this office building. Get me my city hall, please. Also, we should get people trying to reclaim this. And, damn it! They got that. It's very annoying. We're probably gonna go to war with the pig farmers soon. We're not really big fans of the fact that they try to raid us. And they're also not big fans of the fact that we settled next to them, so... I guess the moral of the story is, fuck them. And the Luddies grabbed up a church. What was that noise? Oh, another one of these popped up, but we've got the area too well defended for it to actually matter. This guy's finally up to 8 leadership, so... I'm gonna go with Friend of Gustav. I'd like to see if I can get one of these, Ooh, musician. Bonus happiness during missions. I'm gonna see if I can get a special deal with Gustav the Trader. Apparently that's possible when you've got the Friend of Gustav perk. I've never actually had it happen to me yet, but, you know, if we could get it to happen, that would be pretty cool. Okay, let's go for the medkits now. Convince them it's okay, and since we have a level 8 leader, we don't lose respect with them. Do you need anything? He could use medicine. Well, I'm not willing to part with that yet. But he has only food? There's like... Nothing there I want. Well, damn it. Well, until we can get, like, a bar or a church, just stay there. Ah, this is the thing I was talking about. Run, Pig, Run, which I think must be a reference to something, I'm not sure. I feel like it should be a reference to The Lord of the Flies, but I'm not familiar with the book or the film. So, I don't know, but yeah, I'm not giving him up because this reminds me too much of Jeffrey Dahmer. And besides, we finally got ourselves a second builder. Don't know why it took so long to get that many builders, but eh. Okay, one thing I kinda hate about these exclaves is that they're really hard to defend when the AI puts raiders there, but on the bright side... Okay, City Hall is complete and we can start our Constitution. This is exciting. I like politics and stuff. Okay, so... we need to determine the basic driving force behind society in Copperton. This ideology will determine how other factions see us and have subtle effects on our daily lives. Will we focus on growth, on the military, on religion, or wealth? What is our highest priority? Well, it's not religion, I can tell you that. Growth. I could go with growth. I mean, this is military. Keeping people safe sounds nice, but whenever you pick it, people always assume you're like, you know, fascist warmongers or something. I don't know. I kind of like trading and prospering, but you know what? I've never gone with repopulating the world before, so... okay, rock the vote. There are still tough decisions in Copperton's future, and people's lives may depend on the outcomes. Not everyone's cut out to have that kind of weight on their shoulders, and quite frankly, some fail to see the big picture and consider the greater good. Wow, that is really, really true of modern politics. Having one leader call all the shots will put minds at ease, but so much power can corrupt a person. We could elect a Senate to do the voting, but they may be prone to infighting. So, who should vote? I'm going to go with the leader in Senate. Private property. The question of private property is a sensitive issue in Copperton. Some people wish we just leave them and their stuff alone. They wonder why we need so many laws and regulations to enforce what decent folks do naturally. Others think the government should collect and distribute all goods, everything shared and distributed to those who need it the most. That might work on a small scale, but can we run a society on those principles? How much power should our government have over resources? Now, normally in this situation, I would say, what the hell are you idiots talking about? This is a time of crisis. We cannot afford to leave even the slightest bit of resource untapped to be used for the... Sorry, I lost my train of thought, but I was going to say that doing this would be best because... I don't know, I'm sure there is some good reason behind it, but that makes people unhappy, and I don't like making people unhappy. So I'm going to go with this one. Wealth distribution. How do we decide who gets the best apartment? Or I'm not going to read this one. Basically, it's who gets the luxuries, and basically everyone gets unhappy unless you randomly assign them, so... yeah. Crime and punishment. We need a policy for how we deal with criminals. I'm not talking like that jerk who borrowed my lighter but now insists he found it in an 812 last month, even though we both know damn well that he stole it from me. Anyways, I don't mean him. I mean people who break the foundations of our ethical code. Murder, treason, unthinkable crimes. How hardly should they be punished? Should they be rehabilitated, jailed, or is that wasted effort in a world where every bite of food matters? Yeah. Where every bite of food matters. They like the idea of capital cannibal punishment, where you eat lawbreakers. Which, in my opinion, is a bit draconian. And I think in the opinion of most people. And since we're good on food, I think I'm going to pass on this. This one up here is a bit too lenient, and I'm really reserving the concept of kicking people out of the fort, because then we lose those people. I've never actually had, like, an event come up where we had to punish someone for one of these unspeakable crimes, but I think jail seems like the best. Nationalism. Right, this one is dumb. Help anyone who needs it. Okay, we are a socialist republic. Yes! That's precisely what I wanted my government to be called. I didn't actually know that was an option. I think you need to do the growth one for that, but whatever. Survivors are already campaigning for Senate seats, but we're limiting the time and resources they can spend on their campaign so they still get some actual work done. Wow. That's a surprisingly good idea. Why don't we do that? I'm talking about, us real-world people. Elections will be held by single transferable vote. We will raise the downtrodden to life, liberty, and justice. We're adding free education, healthcare, and comfortable retirement, if any of us makes it to retirement age, that is. And finally, what will they call me? Governor. I'm sorry. Why governor? That's not what you call the head of a country. I'm gonna go president. Yes. We're organizing a celebration for Copperton Day, which we'll remember every May 3rd from now on. We now have a solid social code to match our solid walls. Next, we should turn our attentions to the other factions vying for control of Copperton. We'll either need to secure alliances with them or deal with them some other way before the city is truly united and safe. There's a new mission available to meet with other factions. Although technically we could do that before. It's just now I don't really know the situation. But anyways, since this just cleared up, I'm going to start putting a wall around this church. Which, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to want to keep. And I'll explain why later. There is a practical reason for that. But it's getting pretty close to the end of the time I have for recording. And we did just found the government, which is pretty big. And pretty soon we will start seeing, like, well, all the other factions will start coming to our fort to complain about us forming a government for the city, because they're afraid we're going to infringe on their independence or something. I don't know. I think most of the other factions in this game are kind of stupid. Even the one called the Government, which, if you actually look into the lore and some of the missions that they're involved in, you come to realize that they're not actually the government. They're just a gang led by a former senator who I'm pretty sure is only a state senator. I mean, if the government actually were dispending a military force to the Pacific Northwest, which is, where this game takes place, why would it be led by a senator? I mean, they're part of the legislature. I mean, I would imagine some dispatch like that would be led by a military leader, you know, general, colonel, someone with the rank like that. But if they had to give a politician lead of that, you'd think it would be someone from the executive branch. You know, like the president or a member of the cabinet. I mean, even if it were only a local dispatch with a branch of the National Guard doing their defenses, it would be a governor. It wouldn't be a member of the legislative branch. That just doesn't make sense. Not unless they were the only ones left with any semblance of governmental legitimacy, which, you know, I guess that kind of indicates that there's been total government collapse. So, yeah. That's nice to look forward to. Anyways, I've basically run out of my time quota for today, so without further ado, I'm Lord Revonworc. This has been great, and I will see you all later. Bye!